Hello to everyone, this is Khalid Al Hamadi. Actually, I recorded this video before an amazing event that I made, and it was about making one of our traditional food. I will talk about the experience itself and what the difficulties that I faced while I'm cooking one of the type of Arabic mixed rice dishes, and which was matbous, one of an Emirati traditional food. I will show you some couple of videos and photos about this experiment. As you can see, I just record the important part in cooking majbous dish because it's really hard to do it by yourself without getting help from others, because it's really need to focus on the cooking parts, and you need to determine the amount of the requirement of the mixed rice dishes, such as rice, meat, and spices as well. The experience was good, and the taste of the food was not perfect because of the spices. We don't have all spices that they should be mixed within these dishes. That's my opinion, so let's see my group mate's opinion. Let's start with Abdullah first, because we have the same culture and we are from the same country, which is the United Arab Emirates. In this video, we will talk about the most famous dish in United Arab Emirates. First of all, Abdullah will talk about the history of the mixed rice dishes, and the second one, Carolina, will talk about uh, the present size of the matchbus, and Emily will talk about a problem and issue that faced with the mixed rice dishes. So let's begin.
Hi, it's me again. I want to share my opinion about the dish. It was really tasty and delicious. I like how Khaled tried to cook it, but he don't have the requirement spices to make it how it's supposed to be like. But however, how I said in the beginning, I really like it. It remind me to back home how we sit together and eat our lunch or dinner together, sharing our what we did in our day, what's our plans, and that's what we did this time. We sit with our friend, sharing our day, teach them about our cultural tradition. uh, I really like this way of eating and spending our time. teach each other about our tradition and history and how we're supposed to eat and chat.
Hello everyone, my name is Abdullah Blushi and I will speak about the background information about rice dishes. There are a lot of rice dishes around the world. We have biryani from India, kabsa from Saudi Arabia, and majboos from UAE. All these rice dishes have the same style of cooked. It's basically rice and kind of meat. The only difference between all these rice dishes is how you cook it and what spices that you will use. Let's speak about majboos a little bit. Majboos is a UAE dish. It's one of the traditional dish that we make for lunch. Usually, we will eat it with lamb or chicken or fish. It depends how you want to eat it.
Hi, I'm Caroline. When I first learned about the Arabian mixed rice dishes, I was attracted by their golden blades and the diversity of the ingredients blended into rice dishes. As a Chinese who is affectionate towards rice, this picture woke up my taste buds immediately. I was almost able to sniff the inviting smell of how the yellow wash rice was mixed together with the fresh vegetables and delicious gravy. The flavor could vary greatly depending on people's preference and the different ingredients added to the rice, which makes these dishes widely popular. More importantly, I realized that these Arabian cooks also manage to achieve nutritional goals by mixing vegetables with rice and meat, thus advocating a healthy lifestyle. I become more respectful towards these dishes when I become aware of the fact that these dishes are representation of Arabian history and culture. As we know, the whole Arabian region consists of many countries while maintaining the same cultural, social, and religion essence. These dishes carry different traits in different countries such as Yemen and Saudi Arabia, reflecting the cultural uniqueness of each country. These recipes are passed down generation by generation and serve as a precious heritage for Arabians and foodies around the world. Thank you.
Hi guys, so I'm back again. I'm Emily, and I'm gonna be talking about my personal experience over the dish. So, the Arabic traditional dish, I loved it, to be honest. I enjoyed like eating it. It was something I was very curious about. However, it was very different. The spices back home, which is Mexico, we use a lot of lemon like and hot stuff, and for this dish we would personally we would use chicken more like with seasoning spices, and like rice would be more of a tomato like, and so yeah, it was something different. How Although I enjoyed it, it was something I was very curious about, and the way the dish was served, I loved it, to be honest. I was my first time ever eating over like with my hand, and yeah, like I loved it, and like now I'm drinking tea, and it's very traditional too.